And we are live. It is Friday, September 18th. The time is 7:07 p.m. And the temperature is a rather chilly 14 degrees Celsius. I'll just wait for a few people to jump onto the stream before I begin. I have started a stream from this location before, but I'll be heading in a different direction this time. Hey, Bob Alex. Hope you're having a good Friday. What's up, Bad Boy? What's up, Abduli, KD, Maga, Abdo? It's good to see you guys jumping on. KJ. You might have noticed I didn't have a video this morning. That's because, once again, YouTube screwed up processing it, and I didn't have a backup. So I thought I would fire up a stream tonight. Greetings, Matt, Mark, and Holly. All right, looks like we already have a sufficiently large crowd. And I will be heading up Roncesvalles. And then I'm going to walk west into downtown. I'm just going to check to make sure. Johnny stumbles. My bag is all zipped up, nice and tight. I've got my other camera in there. Greetings, Tara, Peter, Jeanette, Cami, Chris Taylor. Mount Pleasant, that's very close to where I live, Chris. And I saw that the new Toronto sign was unveiled today. So I think I'm going to make my way over to that eventually, and we'll check that out. Although, to be honest, I didn't like what I saw from the tweet from John Tory, so hopefully it looks better than it does in the picture. It's not quite the same as the old one. That's neat, Robert. Yeah, I just got the notification that AK was going live right before I started mine. I think I'll have just a few more viewers than this one. That's all good. Greetings, Z. Yep, 2 days in a row. I might stream, well, I will stream either tomorrow or Sunday as well. This is sort of a makeup stream because I didn't have a video posted this morning. Greetings, Mary or Marie. And I won't lie, last night when I got home, my hands were freezing. Here's a well-known McDonald's. Thanks, KJ. So I'm heading north up Roncesvalles Avenue. Some just say Roncesvalles. Thanks, Abdo. I hope I don't let you down on this one. Greetings, Deborah and Jim. I really should have brought gloves. Greetings in Mexico. Well, this area isn't normally that busy anyways. since you're asking where everybody is, this is sort of where Parkdale meets Roncesvalles. Ooh, greetings in Nigeria. That's a long ways away. I will trade you our weather for yours. We go to Drake's house. Boogan, there's a few, but nothing anywhere near in terms of the scale of Central Park. Morgan, I'm going north on Roncesvalles, just north of Queen Street. Yeah, I'm regretting not bringing my gloves, but I can always switch hands. It's not that big a deal. The other side of the street is where all the action is, so maybe I'll cross. You did, Deborah. KJ, there's 1 billion parks in Toronto. Thanks to Loverly. Mark, I guess your seasons are the opposite of ours, right? This is traditionally a Polish neighborhood. Canada is the dream. Man, I don't know how these people are eating outside without heat lamps. That's kind of nuts. Good evening, Claudia. Not sure what kind of date that is. Let's have a nice glass of wine outside in the cold. I've been missing some comments. It is 14, but it definitely feels a lot colder than that. There's definitely a wind chill factor going on. Yeah, speaking of lockdowns, it looks like we might be in store for some more measures, unfortunately. We went from less than 100 cases a day in the province to over 400 recently. Thanks, Deborah. Glad you're feeling better. And again, I'm sorry guys for no video today. But the good news is the next two are already uploaded and ready to go. So tomorrow morning there will be one, and then hopefully every morning thereafter. Morgan, where are the stores boarded up? That seems a little extreme. And I'm pretty sure this used to be a theater of some sort. Mike Landry, thank you, Mike. That's awesome. Already got a Popeye sandwich in store for the way home. Greetings, Denise. Terra bonfire. Yeah, us Canadians aren't that tough. It's only 14 and we're all ready to fire up the s'mores. Yeah, last night was so cold I never made it to Popeyes, unfortunately. But that will be in store tonight, I promise.
No, I was for a bit.
Oh, you're not? No, he's not an Indian. Latino's over on Garden.
Is a neuroradiologist?
Hugin, I would absolutely stream in Tokyo if I had $1 billion donation. Roberto, this is Roncesvalles, as evidenced by sorry for the jitter on the camera there. I've got the external mic plugged in. All right, KJ, thanks for stopping in. Have a good night. You ended up in Brampton. I hope you made the most. I can't remember the last time I went to Brampton. Although I guess the airport is pretty close.
Johnny Straight?
Yeah.
Oh man. I watched so many of your videos. That's so fucking funny.
Do you mind being in? I'm streaming right now.
Hello, Johnny Strides viewers. That's so fucking weird, man.
All right, well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, mate.
Cheers. I don't know if you guys caught all that.
My dad is he's very sad about the fact that
Stream sniper, let's go. He was extremely polite. He even hopped off his bicycle on the sidewalk. Really nice dude. Peter, thank you for the super chat, Peter. We've now upgraded from just a sandwich to a full combo tonight. Celebrity status. I'd probably annoy a lot more people than are glad to see me, but I'll take it. Here's probably the most famous street mural in Roncy. Indeed, Derek. I got the notification from Action Kid right before I fired this one up. I do know him online, but we don't sync up and coordinate this stuff. It's all random. It's all good. Thank you, Mike Landry. Is that your second one, Mike? 2 super chats from Mike Landry. Thanks. And we had one from Pete. I'll need security soon. Hey, I just got some mods.
Like 4 bags of shit. Oh, that's a good
Security will be a long way away, I imagine. Denise, when you finally do get to Toronto, we'll do some kind of channel meetup. Maybe I'll live stream it. And I'm not going to lie, I'm starting to get a bit runny right now. In Toronto, fall lasts for about half a day. We go pretty much straight from summer to winter, unfortunately. Really, Ken? I have trouble believing that. Are you going straight down to Queen on Roncy? No, I'm going in the other direction. I'm going to head down Howard Park. That's a street I don't even think I've ever covered on this channel before, cycling or walking. And then that'll throw me out onto Dundas, and maybe I'll take that over to Ossington. And eventually check out this new Toronto sign, which, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't really like what I saw of it. It just seems a lot skinnier and less playful than the old one, but maybe it'll win me over in person. Do you like Blundstone boots? I don't know what that is. Yeah, Denise, I've biked across Howard Park. I've just never recorded it. Sorry, Jim. Peter Stock, again. Thank you, Peter. I think I have a pending DM from you on Instagram. Sorry, I haven't checked those in a few days.
It's nice stuff. Serious.
Greetings, Brad. Show us your face. I don't know, I might have a runny nose. It might be embarrassing to show you guys my face. Oh, greetings in Ireland. Awesome, Trevor. See, I look all crappy. I think I always say that because that's always the case. Almond milk or dairy? I go dairy. "25 years ago? Wow, Mexico has changed a lot in the last 25 years, that's for sure. You'd probably hardly recognize it.
How was it?
Oh, fuck it. I'll just eat some pizza.
Are you sure?
I would say your name if I could. Lock, that's just way too long. Ooh. High Park Boulevard entrance on left. That is true, but we'll be heading right. Okay, Peter, thanks a lot. Stay safe in Florida. Popeyes tonight. Maybe. Thank you, Jeanette. Super chat from Jeanette. Awesome, thank you. Albert. Albert L., thank you again. Constance, good evening. Well, at least I dressed warmly tonight. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people coming down with colds pretty soon. It's that time of year. Zimbabwe. I almost said Zimbabwe. Greetings from Canada to Zimbabwe. Mike GR. Super chat from Mike GR. Thanks, Mike. It's getting cold. It is. All right, Abdo. Have a good night in Algeria. Good evening, John. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the oldest cinema in Toronto. The Review. I wonder if they're even open right now. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, Deborah. I have been hit with a bit of a runny nose right now. Normally it just comes to me on my bike rides, but we'll get used to it. It's just a matter of acclimating to these crappy Canadian falls. You're welcome, Itiai. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. Okay, I'm going to walk down Howard Park. I've never been down the street on this channel. Like I said, this will take us to Dundas. Greetings in Brazil. Thanks, Holly. I feel fine. It's just the colder weather that's giving me a bit of a runny nose. And one thing you guys might not know is when I film videos in the winter, there's a whole lot of sniffling I have to edit out. So those videos literally take me twice as long to edit, which is fun, but I don't think people want to listen to that, so it's worth the effort. Don't go out in a winter storm. I always go out in winter storms. That's half the fun. Deborah, I have tissues in my pocket. Athrol, I did not. It was too cold last night. My hands were frozen. I couldn't even type on my phone, so I just went to the usual A&W. I have an external mic set up, Brad. Oh no, I've never been there. And we've got our first CN Tower sighting of the night. Can you dine indoors? Yes, you can, Derek. There are capacity limitations and waitstaff have to wear their masks. That's neat, Carl. When you do that, I think I sound like a chipmunk. Frosted Flakes or mini wheats? Susan, I'm gonna go with mini wheats. And I kind of put the frosting part in and I bite that off. Kind of like how you eat the middle of an Oreo first. Vera, yes I am. What area are you in? I was in Roncesvalles. I guess this is still Roncesvalles. And I'll be crossing over into Little Portugal in a couple of minutes. Greetings in Kapuskasing, Richard. Any scuba shops? I wouldn't know. There's some things I'm just not that observant about. What gimbal are you using? I'm using an Osmo Mobile 3. And I guess it's my favorite since I tried a whole bunch of different ones. The Ken Continuum. Were you eating the name brand mini wheats or the cheap quality brand where you get the giant bag for $3.99? No, I don't know what Fireman Sam is. Derek, I pronounce the S. To me, it's Roncesvalles. And truthfully, there is no official pronunciation of Roncesvalles. There's even videos online of people who go around YouTube asking the locals there how they say it. And it's about 50-50, Roncesvalles versus Roncesvalles. 77, I have not, unfortunately. Yeah, we're just gonna jaywalk this. Name brand from Dollarama, so still cheap. That's the way to go, Ken. How far? Roncesvalles is in Toronto, Stephen. It's just or east of Mimico or west of downtown. I don't know. Bugin? That's probably the weirdest question I've been asked in a while. Sorry if the phone shakes every now and then. That's the microphone cable giving it a tug. Life cereal or Chex? I have a box of Chex on my counter right now, Susan. But I won't lie, the only reason I have it is because it was $2.99. Is this the cereal hour? We are eastbound on Dundas West. Ooh, that sucks, Mike. Ever sold anything on Kijiji? I have. In fact, I don't even use Facebook anymore. Whenever I sell something, people tell me I have to use Facebook, but I don't even use that. So I'm always still selling on Kijiji. Mocha Museum is north of you. So that would be that way. Top 3 Toronto neighborhoods for me, I would probably say St. Lawrence, the Annex, and this one's going to be cheap because it's practically the Annex, but I would throw Koreatown in there. Museum of Contemporary Art. I thought you were talking about a coffee museum for some reason. G Ventura, that guy is Xanta, and as per Ken from the Ken Continuum, he's in a mobility scooter these days. I actually have a video of him on my phone doing push-ups at Yonge and Gerrard. It was the last time I saw him in public. That's College Street. We did Denise. The Spaceman, I'm a hypocrite. Because I jaywalked when it was clear as day. Yet I don't like cars and cyclists that commit safety infractions. All right, call me a hypocrite. I think jaywalking is completely socially acceptable in Toronto.
And Ty's like pretty well at his place. You see him too. I'm coming here from now.
Oh, greetings in Thunder Bay, Rob.
Oh, that's fine. I can go there after the meeting now.
Not jaywalk, went through a red light. That's still jaywalking if you cross through a red light. Sorry guys, I'm not perfect, I don't claim to be. But if you ride your bike on the sidewalk, I will call you an idiot, and rightfully so. Is there such a thing as a J-jump? I don't know. I am at Lansdowne Avenue and Dundas. Lickbow, I think it closes at 9. Yeah, the suburbs are a different story. I can only speak for Toronto when I say that. And that's actually a law here. Thanks, Mark. 77 drifts, that's awesome. I just give him a dirty look. Noah S. asking, what cars have I owned? I have owned, my first car was an 89 Topaz. I owned a 95 Cutlass Supreme. And then I owned a 2006 Pontiac G6 GT Coupe. I come from trying to take All right, Lone Ranger. I had a 95 Cutlass, but that was also in the 90s. Let's not forget that. It was the Topaz Turquoise. It was maroon, and that was a piece of garbage. I paid $1,100 for that car, and it was certified and E-tested. And I had to put the insurance in my mom's name, so it was affordable to drive. K-car neon. I wanted to buy a neon, but the problem with those things was the head gasket would always blow. It was like an every 30,000 kilometer repair, pretty much. The Tesla is next. I think no cars are in my future. Can you go to Trinity Park? We'll be walking by Trinity Park. Well, every time Toyota cars are great. I think all cars now these days are good. There's no more, if it's Japanese, American, or Korean, they're all pretty much the same thing these days. Mike, that's neat. I think I got my Cutlass in 98 or 99. And it had over 150,000 clicks on it, even though it was only 4 years old. That's why it was so cheap. Yeah, sorry guys, I can't get to all the comments. I'm trying not to trip. Hopefully, Carl, we need more electric powered vehicles. Greetings, Martha. Mark, I think it's 13 or 14. The goal tonight is to make it to the new Toronto sign. Would you walk all the way back home? No, I will TTC. Any bookstore? I think there's a Book City along here, maybe. You're welcome, Nivea. Ever been to Chicago? I have. Thank you, Mike. Rounding up the troops to hit the like button. Jim H, I saw that. I thought he was the highlight of that. Hi, Christine and Mike and Barry. I hope you're having a good night up there. Greetings in Arizona, B. How do you go to Chicago? Well, I went there for business. So I flew there from Pearson. And I didn't go to O'Hare, I went to Midway. Nope, unfortunately, I haven't been to Africa. What street are you on? Vanessa, this is Dundas Street West. Through Little Portugal. But soon, we'll be entering downtown, I guess. But I think I'm going to turn down Ossington, because that's a pretty neat street, especially at night, and I haven't streamed from there before. Greetings, Marcus. Where is one country you want to visit? Is that a trick question, Gloria? Because I would probably go back to somewhere I've already been, but I still want to go to Czechoslovakia and Prague. Thanks, Vanessa. Greetings, Red Robin. Your pup loves my videos? That's awesome. I'm thinking of getting a dog soon. You need moderators. No, we just need moderators to keep the hateful comments out of the chat, and I think they're doing a good job of that. We've got 3 moderators. 2 of them are in this right now. The other one is live streaming from New York City right now. What kind of dog? I don't have a particular breed. So I live in an apartment, so something smaller. Maybe like an American Spaniel. B, thank you for the super chat, B, or super sticker. Thank you. What's up, Syracuse? Your cat watches my videos, thanks. Saigon or Hanoi or in between? For a short stay, Saigon. It's just so big and crazy. For a long stay, Hanoi. Your general Aladdin. But does he think my videos are Aladdin or are they Aladdin? I think the moderators just get rid of repetitive questions. If someone's just spamming the same question over and over again. Action Kid's eating his dinner. I think he just started his live right before this one. Carl, 100 inches. And here I am with a lowly 65. Live with iPhone, no Lone Ranger. Live with a Galaxy. Toronto architecture similar to what city? London, New York, Chicago? It probably feels the most like Chicago at the street level, minus the really classic skyscrapers. What would you order at Subway? Does it matter? Everything at Subway tastes kind of the same. Doesn't matter what sandwich I get. It always has exactly the same taste to it. I do, Lone Ranger. That's awesome, Carl. I firmly believe if your TV doesn't take up your whole wall, it's not big enough. Jim, I actually got 2 iPhones, and no, I don't use them for streaming. I used one once for streaming, but they're really unstable. Have you been to Vietnam and Laos? Jeanette, I have been to Vietnam. That sucks about Israel. I think we're just going to have to deal with this restriction nonsense until we finally get a vaccine. How much data does a stream like this take? 2 hours uses about 3 gigs. I am streaming at 720. If I stream at 1080p, 2 hours would take about 10 gigs. So if I still have data left at the end of the month, I'll do a 1080p stream, which I think will look a lot better, but using Umdigi. I actually bought an Umdigi phone off Amazon once. I was so curious because it was so cheap. What time is it? That's a good question. It is and the step count is only it's not focusing. It says 6,700 right now, so we're still pretty low. Welcome back, Alex. Do you make videos outside of Toronto? Not often, Steve. What's your record? I've hit the high 400s at one point. ETA, I have 50 gigs and it's 125 Canadian. And my other plan is 35 Canadian, and that's like 6 gigs. Alex, solicited by who? I'd say very little. Ever been to Detroit? I have. And one of my favorite movies, Detroit Rock City, was actually filmed in Toronto. A million people. No, YouTube, it wouldn't be anywhere close to 500,000. But it would be pretty nice.
Oh my lord, quando sair daqui eu mando uma mensagem.
Khalid, what was your comment? I'll try not to miss it this time. Favorite movies? Number 1 movie of all time is Army of Darkness. And then the next 9 movies are Army of Darkness. Reservoir Dogs might be number 2. And I really, really like Memento for some weird reason. Not Terminator. Did you see Ashford? I did 77 Drifts. It was entertaining, but I think Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness were much better, to be honest.
Good, how are you?
Good, long time no see.
Yeah, how's it going?
Chronicle.
Do you like sci-fi movies? Not really. I have this new streaming service at home that there's 24/7 movie channels, and one of them is just Adam Sandler movies. So I had that playing all day. It was just playing random Adam Sandler movies. And yesterday, I went through all the American Pie movies. And it might sound cliche, but I forgot how good those really are. Even that American Reunion. What series are you? I'm still watching Dead to Me. I watch about an episode of that every week. I have not been to Rougemont, Quebec. Suresh, of course it's legal. For the record, I also have Netflix and Amazon Prime. Oh, Mike, thanks for the super chat, Mike. I think that's 3 from you tonight. Have yourself a good night. Maybe I'll get myself a 99-cent dumpling now. Woo, Friday night, 99 cents. Show your... I have to pull my microphone cord when I do that, so trip up the camera view. I played Challenger today for a little bit. I think that's kind of depressing though. Funny thing about the Challenger explosion, I remember watching that on TV as a kid, and it was my mom's birthday. So it was a bit of a downer for us, I guess. It's one of the few memories.
Can you help me get my walker out of the back?
Sure.
Thank you so much. It's on top. It's
I can only use one hand though, so
okay.
I'll get
I've
it.
got two hands. It's just it's so heavy.
Oh, that's really heavy.
Yeah.
That probably means it's good though, right?
Well, yes. Thank you very much
That's everything?
Yeah.
Have a good night. All right, there's my good deed for the month. Purell that hand. Yeah, it was a walker, and I don't think COVID actually lives on surfaces the way people were originally thinking it did. Derek, what did I just do? I helped take a walker out of a trunk for a lady. It was super heavy. She wasn't lying. No chick flicks for you. Hey, I remember seeing... Why is that? It was a John Cusack movie that was a chick flick in theaters, and I don't remember it. This place is supposed to be really good. It was a setup. Davenport, I think we are around there. I haven't been paying attention, to be honest with you guys. When I do these, I tend to just watch the screen the whole time and look down at my feet to make sure I'm not going to trip over anything. I know you binged Modern Love. Oh, Serendipity. That was the movie I watched. I also have memories of watching She's All That back in the theaters. Pretty Prince Jr. classic. Con Air is great. You know what's better than Con Air? Snakes on a Plane. What's weird is whenever I've seen a movie, I always remember where in the theater I was when I saw it. Like the vantage point I had of the screen. Morgan, it's all right. Nothing nearly as good as the originals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Hipster Central now. This is part of Dundas Street, and then down Ossington and across Queen. They added Golden Girls to Prime. That's awesome. I really like Prime. I think I watch it just as much as Netflix these days. It used to be you would load up Prime and it looked like that Walmart discount bin of DVDs, but they've really filled out their library. It's pretty awesome. They even have all the John Wick movies. Nope, Brad, we're gonna end it at the new Toronto sign. Oh, the original Point Break was great. The remake, not so much. And any movie with John Malkovich is good. And notice I said movie, not TV show, because Space Force was quite terrible. Am I going all the way on Dundas? No, thank you. No, we are going to turn right here at Ossington, like Kenny Rogers. No, I hated Space Force. Greg Daniels' Prime show Upload was 1,000 times better. I actually really liked Upload. Full of stupid plot holes, but that's to be expected. And we are now south on Ossington. That's funny, Jeanette. Yeah, I'd say that movie might be borderline for a 13-year-old. Have you seen Tommy Boy? I've seen Tommy Boy 100 times. It's impossible not to recognize the Distillery District. Top Gun? I was more of a Hot Shots guy. It is 77, but I thought it was still excellent. It is a lively area, but normally it would be much livelier than this. Callahan brake pads. Days of Thunder is good.
Shit.
This part of Ossington is obscure. This is where Ossington's really busy. It's kind of obscure north of here. Yeah, normally this is one of the busiest night areas in Toronto. I wonder if the new Top Gun will be received so well. Apparently there's a lot of controversy with it, similar to Mulan. They took the Taiwan flag off of Tom Cruise's coat, sort of kowtowing to a certain country. Not to be political, but I thought the original was pretty good, so I'm curious about the new one. But at the same time, I really kind of don't want to support that kind of thing. Yes, Mark, Days of Thunder. I remember that. Back when all the rides at Wonderland were named after a movie. He does all his stunts. Favorite Asian horror movie? There's one that's based on a true story called The Chaser. It's a South Korean movie. What celebs have you seen in Toronto? I've seen Mike Bullard. Train to Busan, that was cool. The best Asian movie for me is still the original Old Boy, not the crappy American remake. Oh, I once went to a movie that Justin Timberlake was in. Back at the old Paramount. Does that count? I mean, he was in the theater. He wasn't in the movie. I realized that could have came out wrong. Michael Cera? I wonder what Michael Cera's career is going to be like when he's older. He'll lose that sort of awkward teenage innocence thing he has going on. You saw Russell Peters at a LCBO. He's apparently good friends with Joe Rogan. Sorry guys, during these more narrow parts, I can't really keep my eyes on the screen. Indeed, Tara. Good turnout. Indeed, 77. That movie features Toronto quite extensively. Another movie that you can't help but notice Toronto in is that Shazam. And it was actually pretty good. Stupid, but good.
We have 2 bottles?
Thank you, Derek. Oh, I forgot to point out my favorite Vietnamese restaurant, the Painted Turtle. Whoops. Deborah, this area has become hipster central. Apparently, Geary Avenue north of here is sort of the next Ossington and Waiting. Have you seen The Old King of Kensington? I have read Robin. Oregon Square 1 at some point in the winter. I'm going to do all the shopping malls in the winter, probably around Christmas. I have a feeling that'll be a more popular time to check them out. It did, Denise. Don't go to Square One. I used to work in Square One.
Oh wow, that's
There's a Finnish punk band called Deep Turtle. That is not what I would consider acceptable jaywalking. But whatever, he made it. Kebab, chicken, or beef? I go with the beef. It's usually $1 extra, but it's worth it. Yep, we are now on Queen Street. But I haven't streamed this far down on Queen Street before. Well, I did actually. Not at night though. Are pet fish aquarium popular? I don't know. Most irritating aspect of Toronto? For me, it's probably these days, people that don't wear their masks properly on the subway. I'd say about 10 to 15% of the people don't do it. And bicycles on the sidewalk. Those two things just really get under my skin for some reason, irrationally so this year. But in the grand scheme of things, that's pretty minor compared to what you deal with in a lot of cities. Have I had Tibetan Momo? Yes, I have. I highly recommend Loga's Corner up in Parkdale. E-scooters on the sidewalk, that's the worst. Why not so crowded because of COVID? Yep, normally there'd be still a fair number of Americans in the city at this time, and also a lot of the suburban dwellers come into the city on weekends. The 19-year-olds and 20 and 30-somethings, and they're just not coming these days, so it's a lot emptier than it would normally be. Derek, masks do a heck of a lot. It's been proven that the viral load from wearing a mask is reduced, so even if you do get COVID, your symptoms are much, much better. That's why the ICU rates and death rates are plummeting. This has sort of been observed all around the world. Border's still closed, yep. Do you have MySpace? I used to. I used to have MySpace and Friendster. Do you think there'll be a second I don't think there will be a lockdown, but we might see increased measures. We might actually see the city grow a pair and start enforcing the mask rule. There's one country that made people not wearing masks in public dig the graves for people that died of COVID. Friendster, how old are you? I had Friendster back when I used Napster and Morpheus. That's at Polar Max. I thought that was kind of neat.
I guess it's impossible.
Kazaa and Morpheus became the same thing. They were both just skins. But underneath was exactly the same software. Oh yeah. Metallica and Madonna, right? Had huge beefs with Napster. Didn't Madonna even upload fake albums of hers just to piss people off? Little did they know that decentralized torrenting would take over. LimeWire. LimeWire was basically a computer virus. There was no software in that thing that didn't give you a virus. 77 drifts, MIRC. I used to chat it up in that back in the day. Have you seen a Bugatti? I've seen several Bugattis. MSN and BBM. You're forgetting AOL Instant Messenger, Susan. My ICQ number was 281-3772, since we're reminiscing about the old days. And ICQ kicked all their asses. You could send offline messages on ICQ. Rolls Royce? I don't think I've seen a Rolls Royce. I'm just gonna wander into the park for a minute. That looks kind of too dark. And the tent city is still there. Are you going on MSN? Hello, Ahmed. Maybe you don't know, but the park isn't safe at night. Oh, Denise, it's not unsafe. I like Christie Pitts Park. It smells like weed here. That's a common thought. What does this sign say? Oh, that's kind of cute. David, whatever the symbol for infinity is, would be the answer. School started in Canada it did. Do you support K-pop? I'm kind of sick of K-pop. That doesn't mean I would want to see it come to an end. When are you going to another province? I don't know. All right, so the last time I came down this stretch, I popped into Graffiti Alley, but we won't be doing that tonight. Do you support Def Leppard? Someone's asking me why I ignore the chat. You try walking down the street holding a phone, reading 101 questions. Come on. You gotta cut me some slack. Constance, I agree. Why no Graffiti Alley? We already did it. I try not to redo the same things too often. I was also on the south side of the street, so I'm going to try to stay on the north side, just to be a little different. Is it warm? No, it's not. But it's not freezing. It's about 14. Let's go to a goth bar. Hey, if you guys pay, I'll do the edge walk.
What I think is like what happened. It's like that's
Let's just do some power walking. It's a good idea, Mark. Fozzie Bear, I don't know. How many steps have you done today? We are sitting at 95, 92. I didn't do a walk today, so that's why the count's a bit on the low side. Time lapse, for me, that's about half of my normal day, or even less than that. Alex Bedell, a lot of the hipsters are the young corporate types. They get changed after work. They put on their suspenders and flannel, puff out their beards, and come be a hipster. Popeye's fish fries, never had it. Man, that's a cool looking tram. That might have been a while ago. And apparently, Yonge Street is closed to traffic this weekend. So I might try streaming on Yonge Street either Saturday or Sunday, probably during the afternoon. I'll also just make a normal video on Yonge Street as well, just because it's kind of a unique opportunity. Oh, there goes the camera wobbling. Oh, it's only 8:20. I thought it would be later for some reason. Didn't you have a BBQ tonight? Jim, that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I'll be meeting some friends in the backyard.
These are one stones. Yeah, those are actually really nice.
Anybody remember the old Spadina bus? What are you going to BBQ? My friend is in charge of that. I'll eat whatever. I'm not picky.
Yeah, so no. But
Why is Yonge closed? It's closed to traffic. It's part of the active TO program. They've decided to just leave it open to pedestrians and cyclists for the day, which is kind of cool. Someone just asked me if I've ever had pizza. The answer to that is yes, and there we go. We just hit 10,000. Here's where I think there's often a street performance at night. I was hoping that there would be one tonight. Planet Swallow, that's too bad. Should have just gone ahead and ordered it. So we are at Bathurst. Just about to pop into downtown. Have you ever went to Malaysia? Nope. College Street is the best street. Does Canada have an Amish population? We do. Well, I think it's more of a Pennsylvania Dutch. But I think the Niagara region has several communities like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Tell me I'm the worst.
One Stones or Doc Martens? Can I say neither? Think that guy's gonna get a record deal? Rip Starbucks on Bathurst. Really? Is this Starbucks closed? Suresh, it is a big city. He's rapid. I think he just might have been tweaking out. Horseshoe Tavern? Jimmy's Horseshoe Tavern will probably be, whoa, someone's having a fun time on their horn, probably about 7 minutes away. Herbie's Herbs. Herb or Herb? It's one of the two. Yes, TO is big. So big that I can make a different video every day. I don't think I could do this in any other Canadian city. Do your feet get tired? From time to time. That makes that beer and Popeyes when I get home that much more satisfying.
Oh.
Mr. Bean or Pee Wee Herman? I gotta go with Mr. Bean. I did grow up with both though. Mr. Bean used to be on CBC at like midnight on I think Friday or Saturday night. Over 1 billion people in the GTA. That might need to be fact checked. And we're almost at the Velvet Underground, which is somehow still here. Green in Portland, yep. I'm tempted to go down to King Street since it's Friday night.
What's up?
The Fozzie, King Street sure isn't dead just south of here. It's a lot more lively than Queen Street actually, at least at this time of night. Remember the Big Bop? I do remember the Big Bop. Queen and Augusta, good call. That's exactly where we are. Tim Hortons or Starbucks. It depends. If I'm feeling cheap, definitely Timmy's. Starbucks kind of has a bit of a burnt taste. Not that I mind it, it's just different. Rip aroma, indeed. And the KFC Taco Bell. Oh, I thought that was live for some reason. Also rip the Hideout. I don't think any, oh, there's tons of Tim Hortons in the US. All you gotta do is drive to Buffalo. That's neat, Deborah. How are your winters? Long and cold? They're very long. The cold comes and goes. They're not that bad. We have a lot of really cold days though.
It's on this side.
Greetings. What's the biggest restaurant? I mean, popular or size-wise? Size-wise, it might be Italy. I gotta switch hands here. Tim Hortons crushes Dunkin' Donuts. That didn't take, or that's not a very tall task, is it? Have you done a walk of the distillery? Red Robin several times. I even did one for a Patreon member. Brad Burns, it was called the world's biggest bookstore, but I don't think it actually was. What's the most popular restaurant? That's kind of impossible for me to answer. Maybe someone else can fill you in. Tim Hortons' parent company is from the US. Well, they're headquartered in the US, but it's actually owned by a Brazilian conglomerate. They also own Burger King. Tim Hortons used to be merged with Wendy's at one point, which is really weird that they've gone from Wendy's to Burger King. Oh, greetings in Brazil. It's a big lineup for that chicken sandwich right now. Tim Horton was Canadian, yep, and he's buried up in North York. Here's the world's cleanest, friendliest, and safest McDonald's. Johnny ain't Godo type. Red Robin, Graffiti Alley is just to the south of here. There's the spider web. You got to feel it for the panhandlers, since nobody actually has coins or even paper money on them anymore.
Do not.
We need to perfect wireless electricity. Go to the MEC before it shuts down. You mean before it closes, or closes for good? I don't think I'm a romantic type. Sorry, guys. A&W greater than Wendy's, greater than McDonald's. Can't disagree with that. But put a few more things in between A&W and Wendy's though. Derek, you can? I streamed from one partly, but I had to use Freedom. Telus wouldn't work on it. You ever see any games? I've seen a lot of games in the Gardens. I've even seen the Harlem Globetrotters there and the World Basketball Championships there. Do you know anyone who has COVID? Nope. Nor have I ever known anyone who has COVID. Knowingly, I'm sure lots of people have had it and were just asymptomatic. Myself included, we don't really know. Final meal. Your choice is A&W or McDonald's. Final meal? Oh, that's not even a contest. Why would you put McDonald's in yourself? Toronto does have good street hot dogs. That's one area where we utterly destroy New York City. Their street hot dogs are terrible, and they don't even have near the toppings, and they're so small and so expensive compared to ours. Sorry, New Yorkers. You're gonna have to give us that victory. This isn't quite downtown. This is very downtown, Derek.
Thank you, though. I said thank you.
Sorry to hear that, Lucas. All the more reason we need to be careful. Go to finally a non-hipster pub, the Black Bull. We are getting towards our destination, folks. Johnny is a great guy, lots of girls like him. I wish, outside of my mom.
Johnny?
Yeah.
Johnny's trying. Oh, I tipped you the other day, I think, right here.
Oh, awesome. Do you mind being, I'm streaming right now. Do you want to be on it?
I know. What's up, guys?
You're the second one to do this tonight.
That's funny.
I gotta start covering up. And
I'll see your videos then. Have a good one.
thanks a lot. Johnny is a great guy. Oh, we're back to that. New comments. Yes. What's up, Troy? That's the second person tonight to intercept me. Famous but not rich. So I think I forgot the best part of the famous thing. That was a funky bike. I just covered it with LED strips. I agree, Florin. Thank you, Deborah. There's certainly, in New York, we've got Action Kid and Walk, Ride, Fly streaming. And there's Soul Walker. Soul Walker actually streams in 1080p 60 frames. I don't know how he does that. He must have the most godly data plan imaginable. How do I feel? I feel fine. Those guys were talking smack about me. That's okay. The internet in SK. It is, KD. I live there. But one thing is their cell phone plans are actually pretty expensive. They're not quite Canada expensive, but it's still one of the most expensive countries in the world. Although their home internet is nowhere near as expensive as here. But their cellular data is. Sao Paulo. Yep, the former Chum City TV building.
And then he goes,
Is it easy to get a part-time job in Toronto? I don't know. I'm not the person to ask. The last time, right on this part of the sidewalk, a couple jumped down from their condo and came and met me, and they walked with me for a bit. David W. Awesome. Thank you, David. How many miles can you walk in one vlog? I don't know, I've done some that were 8-9 kilometers before. Electric Circus Renovators. I still remember Master P. Thanks again for that super sticker, David. Wait, they did, MR? Would you rather live in Brampton or a small town? Is it a small town? I don't know. I would live in neither, to be honest. Not that I'm a snob, but I kind of like to live in a big city. They were, Susan, do you remember PJ Phil? He might have been my favorite one. Thanks, Melissa. Maybe you're filming a UFO. Transwave, I agree. And then a bunch of people moved in and complained. Ever run into Dallas Green? Nope. All right, it's time to see if the Toronto sign lives up to the hype, which I already think it doesn't. But I'll try to be positive. Honest Heads. Honest Heads was always fun to walk around. You felt like your foot was going to go right through the floor. Alaska? That's neat, Deborah. Sorry guys, I was trying to navigate my way to see part of that movie. Dirty Dancing. I don't know Jim. Alaska is just up Yonge Street. MGM, they're nuts, but I've never seen one here before. Did someone say, are we at Yonge and Finch? I would say you're just a little bit off on that. Just a bit outside. Is this Scarborough? Yes, we are in Scarborough. Are you on a bike or scooter? I am on a unicycle. Osgoode Hall, which now I think the law school at York University is called Osgoode, right? All right, guys, we are nearing our destination. Thanks to all the 340 people currently tuned in. I do apologize for not having a video up today. That was my bad. Sometimes YouTube doesn't like to process the videos when you upload them, and that's what happened, and I didn't have a backup ready to go, so I just didn't have a video this morning. You leaving already? Well, the plan was all along to come check out the new Toronto sign. Thanks, Derek. Yes, Susan, but I should know better, and I should have had another video ready to go. That's my problem. Don't apologize. You're on a unicycle? No, I switched from the unicycle. I'm just hopping on my left foot now. All right, are we ready to get a gander at the all-new Toronto sign? I might actually make a short video on this with the higher quality camera in my bag. Let's do it. The new sign will probably... What I saw on the announcement today, the sign looked a lot skinnier than the old sign, and the font, the letters were spaced out pretty far from one another. It just didn't have the same charm or character of the old one. But let's see. I'm deliberately keeping the camera away from the new sign. Does this annoy you guys? I'm looking at the new Toronto sign right now. Now let's get a look at Old City Hall. There's Old City Hall. Let's get a look at New City Hall. There's New City Hall. Isn't that nice? Now let's keep panning around. Okay, let's get a look at the fountain. Whoops. So what do you think of the new sign, guys? Do you guys like it? I don't know. Why are the letters so far apart? The old sign had these like chunky, thick characters, and they were kind of bunched together. It had this kind of bold, playful charm to it. Honestly, I don't like it. I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but I thought the old sign was way better. I'm kind of disappointed at it. Why couldn't they just recreate the old sign? Looks the same, why change it? It looks very, very different, actually. If you look at a picture of the old sign, the letters were very close together, and they kind of had this chunky quality to them. The old sign was temporary. It was part of the Pan Am Games. It was only supposed to last a few years. It didn't handle the varying weather conditions that well. Maybe I'm the only one disappointed with this. It needs more color. I agree, Jeanette. Maybe, no, Morgan, it's not bad, but it's not at all the same. I don't know why they went. I just don't like it how much space there is between the characters. No, it looks to me like someone just typed the word Toronto in Microsoft Word and then sent it to a 3D printing company. And that's all the effort they did. Derek, I think that's a traditional Native American sign. The Pac-Man thing. Sign a petition. The old sign's probably in a dumpster right now. But hey, our heart is back. This was $700 and something thousand. I don't think it's that bad. I'll need to put a picture of the old one next to the new one. Maybe I can do that. How do I show a picture on here? Let me see if I can figure that out. Rob Ford would have never allowed this. I think this was in the works long before the pandemic. All right, so it's not terrible. It's just not the same. I'll get used to it. Yeah, at some point.
There's Johnny Strides. What's going on?
Hey guys, we have a Ken Continuum sighting. I'm just waiting for in the new sign.
I'm filming the new sign. Walk down Yonge Street.
Well, oh no. I'm gonna do Yonge Street tomorrow.
Hey people.
You're the third person we've run into. I was actually gonna make a quick video of this right after I finished my live stream.
Glad to be part of the live stream. Yay!
I've already given my not so positive opinions on it.
Oh yeah? It's not up to par with the old one?
The old one had like a thicker font, like the characters were thicker, and it was more bunched together, so it kind of had like a playful boldness to it.
Okay.
This just looks kind of sterile, like what you would put on a business card. I don't know, I'm sure it'll grow on me.
Yeah, it looks good from here, but I'm gonna go up and take a closer look, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
That guy looks like my 8th grade music teacher. Hello, Ken Continuum.
Hello, hello.
This one has no charm. What cam is he using? He is using the same camera I use. That's the Osmo Pocket.
Although I hold it in a funny way.
All right.
I tried holding it the way you do, down low. I've done that a couple times now. It's all right.
I do that. It's less noticeable. That's the only reason I do that, because it looks like anyone holding a phone.
Yeah.
Alex says, I like your videos, Ken.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Alex.
All right, guys, don't forget to go to his channel and subscribe. Not until you subscribe to this one, of course. Jeanette says hi.
Hello.
All right, I'll let you be.
All right.
All right, Ken, have a good night. Maybe
see you later.
I'm probably going to film a video right after this.
Cool, cool. All
Quick
right,
peek.
later, John.
Cheers. That was neat. Good night, Katie. I'm going to see something here on my phone. I think there might be a way for me to share a picture. Just subscribe to Ken. Let's see here. You should get an e-bike. I should get an e-bike. Media. Sorry guys, I can't see your chats right now. Okay, here's what the sign used to look like. If you can see that. That one had more charm, yeah. Actually, maybe I can even get the, I had a night picture of the old one on here. I wonder if I can find it. Probably not. Sorry, I can't see your chats right now. I'm just looking for an old picture of the Toronto sign at night on my phone. And I'll see if I can share it with you guys. I don't want to accidentally click the wrong picture and share it. That could be kind of embarrassing. Oh man, it's... Unfortunately, there's no way for me to search. This is my entire Google history here. I give up. Okay, I'll give a shout out to that guy there in the middle. Used to have a YouTube channel called Kev in Thailand, and unfortunately earlier this year he passed away from throat cancer. So I didn't know him that well, but we met a few times, so I don't know why I'm sharing that, because I was looking for a picture of the Toronto sign. So sorry, Kevin. I didn't find a picture of the Toronto sign, but I did find a picture of Kev. Florin, yeah, that's my Osmo Action and my GoPro Hero 7. It is 9 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? It is sad. All right, I'm gonna say the new Toronto sign is not that bad. I was maybe a little overblown with my reaction. I'm still not a huge fan of it. Hey, Philip. Thanks for popping into the video. That's 3 people tonight that have crashed the video. GoPro 9 just came out. The thicker letters had more. Indeed, Jeanette, it definitely had a different scale to it. Ken's channel is the Ken Continuum, all one word. There's actually a video I did with Ken on here. All right. I don't know why I just flipped the camera. Okay guys, I think I'm going to end the stream. The Kernion is off. Indeed, Troy. They need to adjust that slider a few notches. But thanks everyone who sent the super chats and everyone who was being nice and civil in the chat. There should be a video up tomorrow. I will stream from Yonge Street tomorrow or Sunday because it's closed to vehicles. It's pedestrians and cyclists only, so that'll be kind of a neat stream, I think. Thank you, Derek. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do have an Instagram account as well that should be in the description. Are you coming on? I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow afternoon or Sunday. Yonge Street is only closed Sunday. I thought it was Saturday and Sunday, Alex. Well, if that's the case, I'll be streaming Yonge Street on Sunday, but I thought it was Saturday and Sunday. Are you doing a night stream or day stream? I think it'll be a day stream. All right, guys, thanks for watching and have a good night.